game. There it is. Hello, everybody. Hey, Alan. Hello. Hello. How is everybody's Monday? I have one of those hectic Mondays where nothing seemed to go the way I wanted it to. A little bit late start, but we are here. We have some beavers to care for. Let's go ahead and get the game loaded. We are trying to move forward into mid-game. I think we're pretty solid into the beginnings of mid-game here. We have planted corn and we planted eggplant, which we are currently harvesting. Those should be getting shipped over here to this district crossing, which will then subsequently eventually come over here to these food factories where we have corn rations and we will have eggplant rations eventually. Last time we played, we dammed up this area here for some additional water storage, and we have moved our primary water pumps onto that particular set of dams. We isolated the badwater, so it comes down here on its own. We do allow freshwater and badwater to mix so that it comes down this path to help power our water wheels. We have 5 water wheels currently. We are only we're supplying about 2,000 HPs. We are needing a 2,000 as well, so we're doing pretty good as far as that's concerned, although we have a drought coming in 1.4 days. So we will have no water. One of the things I really want to work towards for this bad water source is to get a bad water discharge going. So for that, we're going to need 200 metal. We have 161 with the storage for 180, so we may need to expand that. And then 50 dynamite and 300 gears, which, to be honest with you, we have all of that, but what we don't have is 4,000 science points. We do have the number cruncher over here, which is generating 10 science every in-game hour. So good news there. Let's see. What happens if I bring this back up to 1.5? Can we handle the water down here? Or are we going to flood? Let's find out. It looks like we can handle the water. Good. So as we get closer here to the drought coming in, we will raise up all of our floodgates and back up as much water as we can. With our new dams here, with the freshwater dams, we can store quite a bit of water here, which keeps this area hydrated even during the drought times, which is great. Unfortunately, we will not have any of this power. With some of the recent changes, of course, bad water does not run all the time when there is a drought, which is why we need to get 4,000 science points so we can set up a bad water discharge. Ray Allen says corn. Very, very true. Corn rations. I do not have anybody working on this job. It's certainly set there, but we do have no corn. Yes, we do not have enough corn yet, so I'm going to go ahead and actually pause that food factory and preemptively pause this one. We're not going to have the power to run them anyways. We should be able to collect Eggplant and corn here, which is great. We will need to increase the number of haulers. What is everybody over here doing? We've got 14 beavers in this district. 6 open beds. 2 are babies. So everybody else is off doing beavery thing. Oh, I need to drop. And we're slowly starting to flood. I don't know if you can see this. The water is very close to flooding here, so I needed to open up these 2 gates, which is probably going to flood this area. Maybe. Okay, we need to open this one. Let water into that area. This 7.5 is. Okay, we're doing good. I am not seeing immediate floodage. One day until the drought. $4,000 science points seems like so far away. All right, we do have badwater. Did I end up building? I did. Are we making extract yet? That's water. What were we? Ah, we were going to put extract there. Are we making any extract yet? It does not look like it. Why? Because we don't have logs. Okay, let's prioritize this building. Are we out of logs? No, we have 290 logs. So there we go. Said to have our haulers prioritize that so we can start getting in extract. Go ahead and move up to speed 2. And we are indeed flooding over here. All right, so let us lower. We need to go back up. Okay. Desynchronize, please. Thank you. All right, that should allow some water out. All right, there we go. All right, 0.5 days until the flood. Or the drought, excuse me. We will be closing up. We'll raise that to 2, which will cause some immediate flooding, which is fine. We may be opening that back up in a minute. All right, we'll raise that up to 2. This goes up to 2. Actually, that's fine. We're still letting some water in. This goes up to 1.5. It's gonna flood, so we're gonna go ahead and raise that up. Did we make it? No, we're gonna. Got real close though. Oh, it's about to crest the banks. Very, very close to being. Yep. Here comes a little bit of flooding. It's okay, though. And the drought has started, so the flooding should abate itself pretty quickly. Stop sending water down that way. No point in raising that when I left the other one down. That's okay. So the water wheels will come to a stop here in a second. All right, you guys are done being flooded. Perfect. We are in a good spot. So 8-day drought. I do not anticipate any issues. We have plenty of water. We are starting to get extract, but now what we need to do is essentially the mass pause. But basically, we're freeing up all of these beaver resources that would otherwise be working these buildings. Shoot two. So now we have 7 beavers who are looking for work in this district, which is fine. They can chill. That's paused. I didn't mark these trees for cutting. Okay. Go. That's more trees for these guys to get to. This lumberjack flag is almost done clearing out all of those dead trees. I am so awesome that they can work underwater. We have 2.7 thousand, so we need 4,000. Knowledge. You guys are going to cut down that. At some point, I think I'm going to end up building a mega dam here. Suppose we could send somebody over here to start cutting these pine trees down. How are we doing for logs in this district? Just fine. Oh, here's what we can do. While we're waiting for workers, we can just assign them all to this hauling station. We'll just need to remember to unassign several of them. You need a worker. Go, beavers, go. Let's collect some resources. Hey, look, we got all our dynamite installed, so we can go ahead and go kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. That was so we could put down a set of stairs. These beavers will start working on this construction project. That was so we could put a storage building right there. I don't remember what we were going to store. And then one right next to it as well. But that is why we had the dynamite in those 2 spots. That's not too bad. One, two, three, four. Okay. In this one here, we actually need to make a slight change. We need to put the levee here. so that we can fit another water wheel in right there. I'll get around to that eventually. And then in support of that, we'll put those in. Yep. And we'll just put there. We on water. Real good. Okay. Planning. If this ends up ultimately being a big water storage, which is what I think is going to happen, we'll be damming across here. And then we'll need to dam across here. So realistically, we want these trees to go. So we can have our beaver friends here build a path across the water. So, and we'll put a gatherer flag there. And we just need to mark all these trees for cutting. So, all right. Fine on berries. Fine on fermented cassava. Low on corn, but that's not a huge surprise. I've got a giant warehouse over here. This corn. Let's go ahead and plant some additional. And some additional eggplant. Okay, we'll keep those beavers busy for a bit. Job. Oh, we had beavers everywhere. Oh, I know what it is. It's this job. Put in 2 workers there. They'll probably take... No, they're not going to take from there. I don't know where they pulled the workers from for that. That's okay. A water pump. Oh, 2 water pumps. That's fine. These 2 water pumps are our lowest priority. Thing. Do I have storage for planks over here? Grindstone, back scratcher. No. We need a plank storage. That's everybody's well-being here. Okay. Corn rations. Okay. The well-being is really good in District 2. How's well-being over here? So campfire, rooftop terrace are an issue. Corn rations are also an issue, but that's fine. Wet fur is an issue, which confuses me considering how many showers we have everywhere. Okay, you're collecting all of the pine resin. Okay. Oh, I bet you one of these was for pine resin. Yes, 100% one of these is pine resin. What's the other one? What was the other one? Oh, glimmering planks. Oh, treated planks. No, treated planks have to get stored in... Don't go in this one. In one of these. Oh, I bet you it was for the ration. It was probably for the ration. So, corn rations it is. Mangrove fruits are being stored there. Corn. Oh, no. Not for corn rations. Oh, it was probably eggplant. How much eggplant? Yes, eggplant. Okay. 4 days on the drought. Everything's looking okay here. We probably need to release some water into here. So we'll just let that run. That at 1.5. Here comes some water. Let this fill up a little bit, and then we'll close that back down. Okay, I think you're done. I'll shoot. Plant more trees. Back up to 600 wood, so that's good. 3 days left on the drought. Have we filled this back up? Yes. Okay. We do have other metal available, so if we end up deciding to dam this area here, we have this metal over here. In addition to this metal here, and even more metal over there. There's metal everywhere on this map. right. One unemployed beaver. Come work for us at the district crossing. No goods in stock. Why are you all still shipping water? 12 days for eggplant to come in. Corn takes 10 days. This is taking forever to build. Can't get all the required materials. You have all the materials. Right. What? No, they can't reach that one. But what is the problem? Oh, it doesn't have the planks. Never mind. Are we out of planks? Oh, we're out of planks. All right. 0 planks. Bet you they all went here. Nope. Hey, you need a whole bunch. Okay. Go ahead and do that. I did not mean to delete those 9 logs, but that's okay. .3 days left in the drought. Alright, we have 2 campfires. It's not enough. Want more? No place to put. Could do this area here. Well-being. Campfire. Squeezing them in where we can. We're up to 14 well-being. That's cool. Store 260 metal. That's full. Metal blocks are almost full. Huh. Yeah, this is the glimmering plank factory. Where can we put storage glimmering planks? How would we get up? Glimmering plank. Dream said I could put it here. There and there. How do we get up to... glimmering circle? How can we get up here? I guess that would work. We do lose a little bit of put that there. Put that there. There we go. That'll connect those buildings. And then I think we're going to need a whole lot more planks. So we're going to go ahead and set another storage. Perfect. All right, drought ends in 1 day. Water is looking actually pretty darn good. I am tempted. How many? We don't have enough explosives yet. We may blow this area up here for more water storage, but not quite ready to pull the trigger on that yet. That'll go back down to 0.5. You're already at 1.5, so that's fine. All of you are at 1.5. You're going to become 0.5. And I think that's the only one we need to do. Okay. We are ready for this drought to be over. Feeling uncoordinated right now. What's our next? Our next unlock is going to be getting the badwater discharge. After that, I'm not sure where we're going. Oh, how are we doing on houses? 13. Okay, good there. I think this one still has 7. Okay. All right. We need to go ahead and go back down here. Going back to 2 is what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start unpausing. Yeah, as expected, we have more jobs. Okay, we don't need to unpause that one yet. We have more jobs than beavers, but that's fine. That's why we have these 6 pods. We have a bunch of baby beavers coming. Done with that thing. All right, the drought is basically over. We will start to see water flow in from here. That tank is full. Oh, we're doing great on water. Probably don't have... Oh, we do have... All right, so our open jobs are at the hauling post, and that's it. Nice. Okay, we had a bunch of beavers grow up. Here comes the badwater. How are we doing on fresh water over here? It is starting to come in. Eggplant and corn are in a good place. What 2 jobs are not manned here? One person's not working in the district center. And one person's not working in the district crossing. Go ahead and use that. Two in the farmhouse, that's fine. One's doing the fluid dump, which is also fine. Okay. Alright, we have water flowing again. We should get some minor flooding here, maybe? Unconnected building. Oh, it's because I don't have any planks. That's fine. Don't worry. It's coming. We're generating 700 horsepower. 1300. Here it comes. Here it comes. You're starting to flood here. Why? Overflowing. Oh, you're not. Oh, you're just barely overflowing. Okay, that's. Good on gears. Realistically, we just need lots and lots and lots of. Got rebuildings working on plank. Pine resin guy is doing his thing. We're not generating enough power. Once this fills up, which is almost done, we should see more water coming down this path here. Oh, here comes the flooding. Go ahead and relieve a little bit of water pressure. Okay, that should take care of that. How we doing? There we go. 3,000 HP. We've got the this wheel is under construction, and very soon will be completed. We'll start shipping planks out again. How are we doing now on the campfires? Still not horrible. Not 47 out of 67 in that district. Do I have a even have a campfire in this district? I don't. That's the campfires for this district. Right on the shore so they can kind of overlook the lake. All right, we are making extract. Good stuff. All right, how are we going to connect this to power? There's the big question. Guess while we're contemplating that, let's build our next water wheel. Okay, how do I connect this to this power now? Maybe here, instead of a straight shaft, we use a four-way. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put a four-way power shaft in right there. This is going to be an ultra-high important build. Should be able to do it quickly. And then here we'll go with four-way shaft there, four-way shaft there. Tap there. Straight to there. Connect to this, we'll end up doing what? Here. I guess it's just going to be this same, almost the exact same thing here. There. Guess we do straight shafts. Nope. Okay. Why not? Alright. Unpause the corn rations. Getting those made. Unpause the eggplant, although we don't have... We have enough canola? Yeah, we're okay on canola oil. Oh, everything is working like it should. Relatively quiet. We're up to 3,000 science. We're almost there to the 4,000 that we need. That is a normal job. Start making eggplant rations. Everybody wants the eggplant ration. Trust me, I know. Apparently we're churning through the badwater. Hey, we're up to 15 well-being. Campfires are much better. Corn rations will take care of themselves. Still confused about the whole wet fur thing. Is that coming from this district? We have folks over here that are not getting to the multitude of showers. Maybe they're just too far away for them. Hard to say. Doing fine on gears. We are up to 11 planks, everybody. Which is fine. What do we need the glimmering planks for? We needed it for something. Grease factory for bots. Okay, that's all bot stuff. Bot stuff. Okay, we're not doing bots yet. Well, hello, BB the Goat. Thank you very much for the raid, along with 24 viewers. How's everybody doing? Xeno Architect, been a while. Good to see you again. Thank you very much for the raid, everybody. How's everybody doing today? BB's goats are clouding through BB the Clowns. BB goats are clouding through BB the Clowns. I got it. Thank you very much. How's everybody doing? We are playing Ironteeth Timberborn. Thank you very much, Tale of the Two Kitties. Appreciate the kitty cats. I have a kitty cat somewhere. Oh, it's not in here right now. Yes, my kitty cat doesn't want to be there. Thank you very much for the follow, BB the Goat, Kevin Cafe Live, and Maker Plays. Thank you very much. We are playing a little bit of Timberborn here. Ironteeth Experimental Update 5. Thank you for the follow, Farcon. It's nice to meet you as well. I am kind of into getting ready to get into mid-game here on Timberborn. I don't know if you all are familiar or not, but we've been playing the experimental update 5, and we're playing the Meander map, which has been giving me some problems. We seem to have that under control now, but we're extending our power here to start having a little bit more reliable. We're generating more than enough now, which is great. So we're just kind of cruising along, starting to make a little bit, but we're in that phase where we just a lot of waiting while we collect resources. But right now, we are working towards 4,000 science points so that we can put a badwater discharge here, so we'll be able to run the badwater even during droughts. So we'll always have a little bit of power even during the droughts, which would be amazing. It's still going to be super slow, but I think with this many water wheels, we should be able to at least operate key industries and not sit around for 8 days like this most recent drought that we had. It's a good sized map, for sure. It's awkward. So I guess the water comes in here and then it hangs a hard right, and then goes, oddly enough, meanders. I'm sorry, it's called Meander map, but it kind of does this big around the mountain. And it took me forever to kind of segment out the badwater. But we got that taken care of, I don't know, a couple of streams ago. And so we're at least functional now for power to where I feel comfortable, starting to build up this. And this is ugly. This is about as worse as spaghetti as it gets. I mean, just look at this connection. But we are getting it done. Thank you for the follow, Ruby QB. Slowly getting it done, but very, very close to getting to that 4,000 science. So our number cruncher over here is doing its job. Thought about building a second one, but thank you, Xeno Architect. Appreciate it. We did build, so last time around, we did build the dams over here. So we're keeping a lot of water stored. We're not using it for anything other than hydration at this point. But it's nice during the drought because all of this stays hydrated, and then I just have to let a little bit of water out to keep the mangroves wet, and then of course keep our water. But we have so much water. I mean, we got a large tank, we got 3 medium tanks. We have this original small tank from way back when. Second district here, which is doing metal, corn, and eggplant. So we're just dabbling into getting into the higher quality foods. But that's pretty much where we're at here with this one. We should have almost everything we need to build this. It'll be a little bit delayed because we need to get... Oh, we have enough metal, actually. We need 200 iron, 200 metal, and 50 explosives, in addition to a whole bunch of gears. The gears we're fine. I'm not going to create more gear storage. We'll just catch up to it once we actually unlock it. In fact, I can go ahead and preliminary unpause that gear factory. Got this game on the wish list, but haven't seen it in action yet, so this is fun. This game is amazing. Really, really, really a big fan. So if you've not seen it, there's two factions. There's the Ironteeth, which the way the Ironteeth work is their motto is basically work hard. So there is a lot of focus on just kind of keeping going. Food is different. Update 4 for this game changed the food, so the food path between Ironteeth and Folktales is different. You have to unlock Ironteeth by playing Folktales, which isn't, it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. It's not that bad. But this map here, I almost died like 3 times. It was a real challenge at the beginning, and we've gotten to the point where we're pretty comfortable here. As you know, Architect was saying, it's looking pretty decent. But I can actually show you if you're interested. Let me show you, when you say a big map, let me show you this Folktales playthrough. This is on one of the larger maps. And I had started, I was playing this on update 4, then was this, no. This was on the experimental branch, so update 5. And then they changed it so that badwater doesn't run during droughts. And so I kind of went, I want to take a break from it because it was going to change my plan for this world. So this is this is the larger map. So when I say large map, this is a gigantic map. You start here. This is Folktales, so this is going to be just the potatoes and carrots and things like that as far as food is concerned. But they have, for power, they have windmills. This is really late mid-game. I have this gigantic dam. I'll go ahead and unpause it. We're in the middle of a drought right now, so you're not going to see a whole lot from a water perspective. But I had started planning. So this is the main dam. It's segmented so that if there's a bad tide, I send all the bad water down this way, and then this is my main water storage. We have a secondary storage, lots of secondary storages. This was going to be the next secondary storage. So we've started building all of the floodgates for it. But we had started, we were going to tap into the badwater here for power. And then they changed it so that badwater doesn't run in droughts. And for Folktales, you can't make it run. So with them, you have 2 choices. You can either tap directly for badwater, or you can shut it off. So basically make it go away, which is kind of cool. I had built a stream gauge in preparation to measure this flow, and then they changed the game on me. We were tapping into this bad water source over here, so we had some continuous power, but that, of course, has changed. So you can see it's also dried up for the drought. And then the next plan was we were going to channel the water here. So this was going to become my next power area. But they changed the game. And I kind of was like, I want to try out Ironteeth. So that's where I'm currently playing. But this map is absolutely gigantic. We have the Farquaad district over here. One of the challenges with update 5 is if the beavers hang out in the badwater, they become contaminated. And yeah, that was named. I don't remember who named the Farquaad district, but it was named by some raiders a while back. But one of the challenges with contaminated beavers is you have to heal them. It is a lot better in Folktales, but when I was playing this map, you had to. There was pretty much the only way to get it was to get extract. Nope, sorry, extract. And then you had to build decontamination pods, which don't exist anymore. They've subsequently changed it now so that there's a healer called an herbalist, I guess, who heals your beavers for folktales. Getting to extract is like a late early game. And so I had 10 contaminated beavers, and so it was suggested that you just send them over to the retirement village, which is what the Farquaad district is. And you'll notice there's nothing in the Farquaad district. So the retirement is not pleasant. But when you're in early game, it really was, losing all of those beavers, because a contaminated beaver won't work, and they'll eat, sleep, and drink. That's it, until they're healed. And there was no easy way to heal them. But this was the Folktales playthrough. And then for the Ironteeth, which we'll switch back over here. I'm not lazy, I'm contaminated, absolutely. I wish I could show you the graphic when you click on a beaver that's contaminated. They get these googly eyes, and they're like, they look like they're crazed. It's so funny. But if we go back over here to the Ironteeth playthrough here, and I'll go ahead and unpause it. With these beavers, if they get contaminated, you have to get a... Where is it? Science? Nope. I will find it. A decontamination pod. Oh, come on. I was just looking at it. Oh, it's under well-being. So you have to get a decontamination pod, which requires extract. So extract, just to be clear, you need power, but you also need bad water. So you have to get a bad water pump, which isn't too bad, but the path to get to these buildings is a lot of science. And so it takes a long time to get there. So if you get contaminated beavers, it's like, what do you do short of feeding them and having them kind of go through and do nothing? So I've only had one contaminated. The good news is I've only had one contaminated beaver on this map. The bad news and so I guess the good news is I didn't build the district to send them to. I just lived with one beaver who was sick. But on that other map, I had like 10, which was 1/4 of my population at the time. And that was just like, I can't do anything. They don't breed. They don't work. All they do is eat, sleep, and take care of their own personal business. So we hit the 4,000 mark, so we'll go ahead and unlock the badwater discharge. That is the item that we have been saving for, so we're going to build that bad boy right there. Now, they're not going to be able to reach this because we don't have a path. So let's go ahead and help them in that regard. No, that is the wrong thing to put there. Put that there, that there. And I don't know, is that now accessible? No, but it will be once they build. That should be accessible once this gets built. So all of our beavers are now going to run over here and start building the platforms and the stairs and everything that we've asked them to build. I'm on 2x. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to warp speed. I generally don't play on 3x speed because I always seem to have an accident. So we'll see how this goes. All right, is that accessible? It's accessible. All right, status is open. I want this to always run. So the only thing we're going to be a little bit shy on is gears. So you're going to watch really quickly as we're literally throwing all of our gears at this building here. So we'll be out of gears here before too long. We're also going to be out of metal as soon as they start bringing the metal blocks in. I've turned on a mode that some people like to see. It shows all of our resources and kind of where we're at. It gets a little bit messy, but as you zoom in, it gets a little bit better. But basically, every one of these storage buildings, you can kind of see what we have and what we don't have. All right, let's get this built. As we watch all the beavers run up and down. 300 gears. Yeah, we're going to deplete our gears, and then we're going to have them make more gears, which is fine. It's not like we need hundreds of gears. Oh, I forgot to put a road right there. So what was BB the Goat playing before you all decided to come over here to see a little bit of Timberborn action? Lego Harry Potter. Awesome. I love Lego games. I don't play them nearly as much, but they are definitely high on the list. I used to, when I played Xbox a lot, I would play the Lego games. So. All right, sorry. I can't handle 3x speed. I just can't do it. I tried. So we'll see the beavers start bringing in the metal blocks now. The gear factories, which are these ones, I've got 2. We'll start cranking out gears to catch us up. So we'll get caught up there. Usually you don't need more than a couple hundred gears in storage. But next route, we will be able to have full-time, well, I say full-time power. It'll be a lot less, but with enough water wheels, you know, each of these water wheels right now is generating 600 HP. Maybe they'll generate 200, so my buildings will run slow, but at least they'll run. Although we do need to go ahead. We're getting low on canola oil. We're about halfway through, so we're going to go ahead and unpause our canola oil, our canola press, so that these guys start making more canola oil. So, for those that don't know, Ironteeth don't breed in the normal way. They hatch. So these are the breeding pods for the Ironteeth. They generate out baby beavers. The folktails, if they have a bed, they will make a baby. With this one here, you can actually control your pod. So I have 6 pods right now because I am intentionally trying to grow my population. But you can limit it. Like with this second district, I've only got 1 pod here and I've got the other paused. I can turn it on at any time that I want to grow the population over here. Oh, good. We're starting to chop down trees. So I have 64 beavers, 6 kits, so a total of 70. All of my beds are occupied. I have 6 open beds. And this is the icon for homeless beavers for those that haven't played. And then I have a total of 62 workers, 7 open jobs, nobody who's unemployed, and then 2 beavers who are currently incapacitated. That means they got hurt in some way. Injuries are random. Depending on the industry they're working in, though, they can happen more frequently than others. We do have medical beds which help them to heal. So they will heal automatically without any intervention. Oh, we're getting cruising. And we have enough metal. Perfect. As far as the other things you're working at, so with Timberborn, the goal is to get your well-being up. So you can see right now I've got an average well-being of 17. You can see everything that's contributing to the well-being. So you have your basic needs. Then you have all your food. So right now, the only things we haven't really gotten into is mushrooms. Well, 3 things. Mushrooms, algae, and coffee. those are the direction we're going to be heading fairly soon is to get those. And the easiest way to think about it with Timberborn, from the top to the bottom, the quality of the ration increases in terms of what they want to eat. So if you have eggplant, they're going to go for eggplant. They'll still eat corn, but they're going to always go for the best quality food. And with almost everybody eating, and coffee's coming. I promise you, the coffee's coming. Coffee needs power, and at the time, I didn't have enough power. So I have to unlock it, and then I have to power it. So we could actually unlock it now, but we don't have the coffee beans. And so we would need to plant. So this area over here, we'll go ahead and do it, is where our coffee is going to go. So we can go ahead and plant. Sorry, coffee is planted by your forester. So we can actually go ahead and say, hey, let's get some coffee beans down. I can't plant here because this is contaminated soil. You can see here all of the red craggly things are contamination from the bad water. But they'll start planting the coffee beans. So in 9 days, we'll have a fully grown coffee bean. That's over here on the right. And then 3 days after that, every 3 days, coffee beans will be generated. So in about a week or 2 weeks, we'll have the ability to make coffee. And those will probably plug in the coffee here, right here. Or over here somewhere, maybe. But you see our forester is over there merrily planting coffee. We have pine trees over here, which are used for pine resin, so we're not chopping them down. We have plenty of pine resin, but at some point I need it for something. I don't remember what. These are... this was my starter tree area. This is kind of our... cassavas are here. Kohlrabi's is the base food. And then we have all of these trees over here, which are now being harvested for our wood needs. Mangroves are trees, but they are also fruit. So in this case, I'm not cutting the mangroves. We're just saving them for the mangrove fruits, which is a food item. But realistically, this game is about water management, and it's about growing the colony. For those that haven't seen it. I had, like I said, at the beginning of this map, I had massive water problems, like all the time. I was flooding, I had surges, and we seem to kind of have things in a much better place. We'll be dynamiting out this area soon, but I needed the dynamite for this project. So that's why we haven't done that yet. All right, I guess we can go back to 3x speed for the moment. Like I said, I always have an accident on 3x. It's just like it's like a rule for me. All right, let's go ahead and unlock the coffee. That was indeed our next. All right, we'll go ahead and plug in the coffee there. So that clicking you heard was basically letting us know that there's a drought incoming. Cake. I love it. So there's, with update 5, there's 2 types of negative items. One is a drought. That's the same thing that's been in the game since the beginning. I started playing this on update 3. I am not a player from the very, very beginning. Looks like you missed out handing cake to everybody. This is true. Although my wife would say pie is better than cake. I don't know where everybody else falls on that. But her birthday was recently, and I got her some birthday pie instead of birthday cake. So you have 2 types of negative cycles. You have a drought, which means the water just stops. I mean, it's that simple. Or you have a bad tide. So all of this would then become bad water. So you'll notice I'm planting all my crops pretty far away from the water here. And in fact, I'm actually watering it way, way back here. All of this would become contaminated. There is supposed to be a block. In fact, well, there is a block. I haven't used it. Here it is. Called the irrigation barrier. For Ironteeth, it stops everything. Good water, bad water. So it would prevent the ground from being contaminated. I have not yet. Pi is greater than cake. Okay, Xeno's on the pi front. I haven't played with these yet, but the idea is that for Ironteeth is that we don't care. I don't want water. I don't want bad water. I just want it to stop. Folktales have a different way of managing some of the bad water contamination. But if this was a bad water a cycle, I would be preparing in a slightly different way, but we're going to be okay. So what's going to happen is we get about half a day from the drought. I'm going to start closing all of these floodgates to store up as much water as I possibly can before the flood or before the drought arrives. I had hoped we were going to get this done. And we might, because we're down to... Yeah, this might actually be running during the drought. Take a hot dog over it. The same way that a hot dog is a sandwich. Pizza is pie. I'll take it. A good hot dog. Everybody, let's go to Costco, everybody. Everybody gets 150 penny hot dog. $1.50 hot dog. So the other things you can do, you start out in this game with 4 builders that can be assigned here to the district. You can build additional builders. So I have 8 builders currently in this district. And then you have these things called haulers. And what the haulers do is the folks that are assigned to a job, for instance, these guys, the haulers will bring them stuff so they can do their job. So they'll bring them the bad water or they'll bring them the logs. And you can prioritize certain buildings. So like when I needed extract for something, I don't remember what. I said, hey, prioritize this building, which means that the haulers will come here before they go do other tasks. Which I don't need to do anymore because we have plenty of bad water. So I just went ahead and unchecked that. How close are we? It's done! Perfect. So what should happen during this next drought in 1.3 days, this will keep running as a result of building the other option we have is to do this closed option. So you'll see I've just shut it off. So I don't want to deal with bad water anymore. Boom, it's turned off. Well, in this case, we don't want that, so we're going to let it continue to run. That's new to me. That's the first time I've ever played with this, so that's actually kind of cool. I like the animation. Anyways. Oh, these guys over here are taking showers. That's a status effect called wet fur. Because, well, beavers, they like to play in water. Oh, I slowed it down again. We'll see how much power we generate. This will be the first time that we're going to run this power on its own during a drought. So we'll see. All right. We're going to start closing off our floodgates. We're going to get a little bit of cursory flooding. But what we're going to try to do now here is we're starting to come up on the drought. We're going to start backing all of the water up. as relatively quickly as we can. This one will be, I'm going to wait a minute before backing that one up. We're going to go ahead and back up these. We are going to, like I said, we're going to get some flooding. It'll be okay. This is already filled up and now it's overflowing. So you'll see now we're flooding. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. If we wanted to alleviate the pressure, we could just drop this one down a little bit. It will clear out a little bit of water. Okay, so we're now fine. Oh, we reflooded. All right. We do actually need to relieve pressure here. And stop. All right. So we are now in a drought. So our water sources, which are these rocks here, are no longer going to push water out. There we go. Our flooding is now done. Let me go back to 2x speed. We need to actually close this gate off here, and I forgot to do it again. So that will keep all of this fresh water. Normally during wet season, we allow fresh water and bad water to continue down this path. They mix together. So we have about bad water running. So we're getting about... It was doing 600 before, so we're getting about 50% right now out of that wheel. And out of this one. So we're generating 2,000 horsepower, but our demand is for 2,600. So our buildings are definitely running at a 70% capacity. So if we wanted to, we could actually pause buildings we don't need. Like, we don't need planks right now. Not that they're running, but we can free up those resources. We'll leave one shop running. But we now freed up those beavers to go do other jobs. So they now have come over here and they're going to be filling in our hauling post or one of these lower priority water pumps as an example. You cannot keep bad water in stock. It's okay. We have one unemployed beaver in this district. So it's like, what do we want them to do? I don't know. So we're going to just stick them over here in the district crossing. So they'll be delivering resources over here. So this is semi-automated. So I don't have to build... With the district crossings, you don't have to build all of the resources in a second district. Some people hate districts. I don't dislike them, but I just started really using them, so I'm still kind of learning a lot. But with these districts here, some things are automatically brought over. So here's all the different food. It's automatically brought over, so this district gets the benefit of all the foods, and then they ship out their excess stuff. So, for instance, corn and eggplant is being shipped out. They would ship out metal if we had a place to store it, but we don't. We should probably put a storage for metal over here. Let's actually... That'll give them something to do. Because what we have over here is all of our metal is currently full. Well, mostly full. And we have our metal blocks. Metal blocks are being generated by the smelters here. I've got 2 of those. This is the explosives factory. Things go boom. 33. So we can actually start... I said I was going to blow up this area here, so we can go ahead and tell them to start putting in dynamite there. That close enough. Can they reach that? No. One of the challenges is that the beavers can only go so far. There we go. So you have to kind of manage a path to reach certain things. They can only go so far away from the path. So before that was too far, I extended the path. I'm not sure exactly where it would have crossed over here. But these beavers will lay down the explosives, so we'll let them do that. And then we're not going to blow it up right now, but next wet season, we're going to go ahead and blow this up. So then we're going to increase our water storage by just that little bit more. What I don't know... Hold on, let me look. 1, 2... So we have 2 more blocks that we can go down here. So if we follow this, that's the same height. Okay, we go up 1, so that's 3 blocks. So we could actually dynamite down here up to 4 blocks from here. I think it's 3 blocks from here. You can't destroy the very bottom layer. It's infinite. So we could actually make this water storage even deeper, but without a mechanical pump, there's no way for the water then to flow over the barrier here. All right, let's go ahead and release some more water into this area. And it looks like we had a 6-day drought, so not horrible. But there can definitely be a lot of like micromanaging the floodgates. There are mods that can automate some of this stuff, but I do not have any mods currently. Oh, I am so happy to actually have running power. All right, let's plan another water wheel, which is going to go right here. We will need... We're going to go ahead and add levees there. We're going to have a hard time getting this connected to this power over here. Could do something with the power this way. That would, again, still be a problem. Beavers cannot cross these barriers, basically. So if I put a power right... Oh, rotate. If I put the power right here... There's no way for... I'm about to point at the screen like you're going to be able to see what I'm talking about. That power wants to exit into where the road would be. So there's really what we would need to do is we're going to need to probably dynamite part of this out. And then either bring the road over or bring the power... Well, it's going to have to bring the road over whatever we're doing realistically. So we're going to want a 3 times dynamite, which I have researched here. So we're going to need that many. Beavers can build up 1 and infinitely down. So they're going to be able to build this one, but there's no path to these 3. So once this gets built, after nighttime, we can blow this one up, and then they'll be, with a path here, they'll actually be able to get to the other ones eventually. But at the end of the day, the goal is to get the highest happiness you can. I believe the maximum you can get is 60. I think. So we have a long way to go. We could actually unlock... So here's a fun... There's a couple... So here, in the fun and games category, you have mud baths, which we can't do right now because we don't have dirt. You can do wind tunnels, which is exactly what you think it is, but it requires a ton of power. Exercise plaza, a swimming pool, And then the decontamination pod that we talked about briefly. I don't have any contaminated beavers, so I'm not in a rush to build that right now. And then when you do decorations, the beavers get benefits. So like roofs, you give you well-being. So they like having roofs on their houses. Go figure. You can also do like beaver busts. I've done bush shrubs. So these right now we're kind of using the shrubs. So when they sleep, they get the benefit from the shrubs. You'll see here, these are their lodges. And there's a shrub right outside each one. And the shrub's radius covers each of the houses. And then you can have monuments. So you can have a monument to labor. So you can get as long as it's beavers within 7 tiles, they'll get the bonus from it. So oftentimes people will build it on top of their housing. Flame of Unity, which requires a ton of planks, but we could actually build that if we had the 3,000 science points, but we don't. Or the Tribute to Ingenuity, which requires horsepower, treated planks and metal in addition to gears, but it's a statue that moves. So, but each of those will give you well-being. You'll see here the different labor unit or the monuments here. We have back scratchers for everybody, so they're getting benefits from there. So usually swimming pool is probably the next one, or the exercise plaza. Do I have a good place for an exercise plaza? Unlock that. As you can see, it's huge. Could put it there. Whatever. Let's give it a try. All right, so they'll get that built. When that's built, we'll actually see the beavers start exercising. It's kind of cute. Right now, our beavers are working 16-hour days. You could increase that, but I don't know. I just don't. I'll let in some more water here. I just want to make sure my mangroves don't dry out. Okay. Go. We flooded. Great job. On the plus side, the mangroves aren't going to be dried out. Alright, we built the... Still working on that. We got 400 planks. Metal's good. Gears are going to start replenishing. Got plenty of extract. We just... Oh, explosive. So, triple explosive, right? So now we have out here. It's going to destroy the 3 blocks down. So if I hit detonate. It just occurred to me they're not going to be able to reach these. Because, yeah. Whoops. Yep. Okay, I have to think about that for a second. But they should have put a bunch of dynamite over here. Again, I don't want to blow this up until we're out of the drought, though. How do we get... How do I want to do this? I actually need all of them all the way back to here. What is my best course? Probably this. Put in 4 regular dynamites there. Put in a ladder up. And then they'll be able to walk over and do this. That should work. We'll see. 1.2 days until the drought is done. Oh, I'm on 1x speed. Whoops. What is our next? Our next path is probably the hydroponic garden. So 200 science points. We've got more than enough to do that. So we'll go ahead and unlock it. So hydroponics gardens takes water, time, and it gets you mushrooms, more water, more time, and it gets you algae. The nice thing with the hydroponics gardens is that they will, they're stackable. Coffee's coming in. So we're 1% of our way to the coffee beans. So we are going to need to put a gatherer over here so that they actually can pick the coffee. Go ahead and build that there. Up here, here are the beavers doing exercises. Oh, we missed it. We've got 6 beavers are injured. What the heck happened? Hang on a minute. I don't know that I even have that many tents. Hold on. Nope, nope. Nope. We've got 2 tents there. 1 tent there. Okay, so I have 4 tents, but 7 injured beavers. Alright. Beavers, what happened? However, in the interim... Where's the medical tent? Get those in. Squeeze in 2 more right here and there. Okay. I don't think I've ever had that many injured beavers at once. What industry? It's one of these industries that they got injured in. Unfortunately, you can't tell. It would be cool if you could click on a beaver and it would tell you why they're hurt. But all you see here, even on the log, is so-and-so was injured. No, it doesn't even tell you in the log. Now I'm up to 8 injured beavers. What the heck happened? Okay, I don't know. However, I don't know that we're going to have enough coffee. So we may be expanding our coffee empire to over here. Possibly. How many do we have? Good. Oh, here we go. I'm going to put it on 1x speed for a second. So here are our beavers. They are exercising, although they lost whoever was leading them. But that's a fun little item. So our beavers come and they do their exercises. They get the well-being bonus from doing it. Apparently we're doing jumping jacks. And I don't know what that is, but we're doing that. Different beavers. So this beaver here has he's a hauler, so he's got a special hauling backpack on him. Buddy, you have some persistence. You're doing this all by yourself with no one around you. Oh, there we go. All right. We are basically done with the drought. So we're going to go ahead and reset everything to the appropriate height. So that's going to be 1.5. You need to be 1.5. This needs to be at 0.5 to let the fresh water go over it. Hey, Kender Frog, it's going good. It's been a while. How are your beavers treating you? I popped over and watched you the other day. You were kind of chilling with the beavers, and then I caught part of your Minecraft stream on a Friday. Now that the drought is over, so what we're going to see is these are going to start producing water, and you can see it's starting to flow. And then we'll back up and fill this area up and then start overflowing this way. We know based on some of the flooding we had, we need 2 of these dams set at 0.5 just so that we don't overflood the... we don't flood this area out here. We're going to drop this down to let it fill up. Water beavers kicked my tail, finished my folktale starting Ironteeth. Understand. This is my first streamed Ironteeth playthrough, so we are probably, I think at this point, we're pretty solidly into mid game. We've tamed our badwater discharge, so we now can control it. I can turn the badwater off anytime I want. Or more importantly, I can leave it on even in the droughts. So. But that, we just finished that a little bit ago, and we're generating a fair bit of power. We're trying to plan here for some more normal. Yeah, normal. I'm not crazy. I know some people love the hard mode, but I don't want 15 and 20 and 30-day droughts, or bad tide for that matter. I can't do it. When you get to 10 days and I'm still struggling, although honestly I could probably survive a 10 or 15-day drought, but I think anything beyond that and I would really start to struggle. I do have a fair bit of water saved up here. But we're about to tap into it pretty hard because we're going to unlock hydroponic gardens. Or we did unlock it. I'm just need to decide where we're building it. Which I think is going to be right here. Hard with no deaths. Nice. We're not going to talk about the deaths on this map. I didn't starve my beavers in the first drought or anything. That didn't happen. And anybody that tells you it did, they're mistaken. We're going to be blowing up we're essentially blowing our path up over here so we can get this area here cleared out so we can actually send power. I think anybody that's played Timberborn has starved their beavers a couple of times. I have never starved my population out. I'm very happy to say that. Why are we flooding? Okay. What is going on here? All right, we'll raise you to 2. That'll slow the water down a little bit. I don't know why we're flooding there. Wait, why are we flooding back here? Okay, something has gone wrong here. That's at 1.5. Are you at 0.5 or 1? You're at 0.5. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there to cause a backup of flood. But that's okay. We'll keep an eye on it. How far away is this? Okay, that's not unreasonable. I'm thinking about putting the hydroponic gardens right here. There's water relatively close. The nice thing with the hydroponic gardens is they stack. So I can build it like this. We're going to say, I want you to do mushrooms and I want you to do algae. Thanks, Xeno Architect. Appreciate it. Have yourself a good evening. End of the drought, wasn't it? Yeah, we just ended a drought here, but the water had been flowing for several minutes. So you can see here, we're getting some surging. Did I forget to lower these? No, they're at 1.5. What's going on? All right, well, we have some dynamite over here, so let's just do that. That'll lower the water level. All right. I don't know why you're being silly here, but we'll just release a little bit more water down that way. It'll be fine. Why are you surging? You're backing up. Okay, I think we've got it under control now. Let's come over here. Let's blow up this last one. All right, I guess while we're waiting for the explosions to happen, we'll plug in our next power wheel so they can start building that. We're doing all of this just so that we can route the power this way. But we will we'll get it sorted out. I might send the power up here. Yeah, that might work. We're going to put another piece of dynamite in. So this is what you call spaghetti. And I have got the spaghetti going on. Sorry, I'm jumping around because I'm trying to figure out... Okay, it looks like the flooding is under control. All right, so I don't know why it was surging, but it was. How are we on gears? Okay, we can go ahead and unpause this. No, I don't need to unpause that. We're good on planks for the time being. How's everything else doing? We're getting canola oil. That's coming back. We have our extract. So I talked briefly about the pods. So with the update 5, you now have the ability to get adult beavers, right, instead of baby beavers. It takes... Oh, that's why I needed glimmering planks. Now I know. You need glimmering planks and metal in order to build these pods. But after that, they use berries and extract to essentially hatch out full-grown beavers. Have a great night, Kinderfrog. Appreciate you stopping by. But you can... So instead of the baby beavers, you can literally go right into adult beavers. Actually, we are out of room, which is good. So we've grown our population, so we're at 75 beavers, but we essentially have no more bed space. So we need to probably tear out these two smaller barracks and put in bigger barracks. So I think we'll probably do that right after nighttime so that we can get our beavers rehoused. That makes... Do you think we're going to send the power along this path here? I think. Means that we are going to need that there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Here comes all the beavers with the dynamite, though. Doop, 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 doop. going to put this one on normal priority now. I wasn't sure if they would be able to build this one if this one was there, so that's why we had lowered the priority on that one. Okay, so we have our hydroponic gardens going. These are generating mushrooms in 192 hours. We'll have 45 mushrooms, and up here we'll have 70 algae. Those are some of the options in terms of the algae rations are over here, and then fermented mushrooms are... Is it here? Yes. So we can use fermenters for the mushrooms as well. I have no idea if I could... I don't think I can squeeze another fermenter in there. We'll end up probably converting one or two of these over to mushrooms when the time comes. We could plug a fermenter in right here if we want us dedicated. All right, so these are done. So we're going to go ahead and detonate them. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to detonate the one level here. So we're going to shift. We're going to send our power upwards. And then we're going to go ahead and... No, we don't need a triple. Put a double in there. Like that. Yep. So once these are built, we'll start extending the power this way. Actually, I think they are both accessible, so we can go ahead and do it now. We'll send the power to there. We're going to put in 2 corner. There's no point in creating the smaller, like just the right angle one, unless you particularly need it. It costs 4 logs, so it's better to just put in the 4-way and then not worry about, oh, hey, I need to rip it out and replace it again later. So, all right. So we need a 4-way power there. We'll need straight powers there and there. And we will continue our path this way. Nope, let's not do this one. We're going to need to probably dynamite this out of the way. I think. Yeah. Oh, good. So here's the thing that happens. 2 of my beavers have stranded themselves. Silly beavers. If you don't free them, they will die. Don't tell Mom. The beavers have been bad. Okay. So this new water wheel is not yet connected. So you can see it's just generating 400 horsepower on its own. We'll get this last piece in. This should be enough to connect it. And we're going to go ahead and add another route for our beavers by having them build that ramp. How do we... Try to think about, okay, if I put another water wheel in, which would be somewhere over here. How... Actually, we could build a path across here. Ooh, I like it. Because right now, for beavers to come here, it's like a long, long haul. So if we do a path like that, that can be... That's fine, but we're going to need to... We need 2x dynamite up here. And I guess to get to that, we're just gonna do this. I want you to be highest priority. You're gonna be next highest priority so that when they build this, all of it gets done. And then this path will eventually connect here to this path. And then we're gonna put a water wheel in right here. Probably block in right there. Don't particularly need it right now. We're generating 4,000 power and we only have 2,500, but I'm trying to think ahead to the next route. What? Oh, they can walk over dynamite. Okay. Be very, very careful not to accidentally dynamite your beavers. If they're standing on this, it will injure them or kill them. Alright, delete that. Nope, don't delete the rubble. Nope, don't delete that. Delete that. Alright, now I want you to put in... Stair there. And connect. Nice. How's our hydroponic garden? Are doing just... Oh, we were gonna... Okay. Well, sorry, beavers. No, let's wait till nighttime. No reason to make a beavers homeless. How much dynamite do we have? 13. We're definitely gonna need to let that just run. 26% productivity. You have bad water. We're gonna go ahead and prioritize that building by haulers to help improve our explosive maintenance. We're gonna want algae rations at some point. How are we doing on our ration? We have lots of corn rations. Oh, I don't have storage for eggplant rations. Whoopsie. Okay, if I was an eggplant ration storage building, I would want to be... Oh, let's go ahead and get this housing situation a little bit more. Housing. Large barracks, please. Anything here. That done. Thank you. Okay. Storage. Good. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a platform here. We're going to put in a stairway there. We're going to go ahead and get rid of... Well, we don't need to, so that'll be fine. We're then going to put a large... It's time for us to start moving into the big storage warehouses. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 large storage warehouses in. We're going to connect it there. Like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, guess what? You're going to be eggplant rations. And then as we have other storages, we'll start adding them in as well. Oh, that's a plan. Okay. Metal is good. Okay, so we're out of badwater. Or we're still out of badwater. Why is this not... Well, you've got 95% productivity, so you're definitely doing what you need to be doing. Okay. We have coffee. Boys and girls, we have coffee. Coffee has arrived on the scene. We do not have storage for said coffee, but we have coffee. We need a coffee storage location. And I think we're going to do something crazy here. Because why not? We're going to store coffee. How do we get to it? Okay, this crazy idea isn't going to work. Pause. Okay, that won't work. How would we get to coffee? Oh, no, that will work. Okay, sorry. It's a 4x4. I'm just losing my mind. Rotate. Yes. We're going to store our coffee right near the coffee grinder shop. You're going to be for coffee. Here we go. So coffee is not a food. It is not a drink. Coffee is in its own item, so you do not get food privileges. So if your beavers are starving, you cannot give them coffee as food or drink, or if they're thirsty. But we should be starting to get... Yep, we have 63 of our 91 beavers have got coffee, so we're getting 2.1 well-being from that. So from a food perspective, we're only missing the mushrooms and the algae, which we have just started growing. Just to be clear, this is not enough. We're going to need to build more. But I wanted to get that going for the time being. Cool. That's going to start storing eggplant rations. I think we're going to put corn rations in this one, and we'll repurpose the other corn rations, which was here. So we're going to go ahead and set this building to be emptied. Planks, glimmering planks, actual corn. What do we got down here? Nola. Fermented soybeans. Hold on. Okay, what do we got going on? We have berries. We have soybeans, cassavas, kohlrabis. All right, go ahead. Do everything again. What is the problem here? Oh no, that's just letting me know that it's setting this to empty. Okay, that building is empty. What else do we need to store? Okay, we're out of planks again. So unpause. Unpause. Let's get our beavers cracking on making planks. Oh, coffee. We need to store coffee. Coffee beans, please. There we go. We will need algae and mushroom storage at some point, but we're not quite at that point that we need it. But that will be next on our list. We probably... I may rip all these berries out. We're not using them anyways, and store the algae and the... yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to set all of these blueberries be destroyed. We're done with this particular set of berries. We're not harvesting them anyways, and we have berries back here. The only thing we use berries for, while it is a food source, it's the last thing our beavers will eat. Realistically, we use it for pods. That's how our beavers are grown. Why have we not built this? Because you don't have any planks. Okay. But we just unpaused all of our plank workshops, so that will get taken care of. Bad water. Oh, I forgot to put a road there. Yay me. Okay, so that's now connected. So we'll see here, instead of being that deep red, it's now a lighter color of orange. The more red the line, the further it is. So you can see here that this path is 103 from the district center. When you have, say, this place right here, which is 19. I think we're good for power for the time being. Yep. Okay, so that's connected. You guys are working on removing all of these bushes. Where are my... haulers? Okay, so we have 5 open jobs. 3 are haulers. What are the other ones? Oh, the 2 water pumps, the backup emergency water pumps here. Those are not employed, which is fine. They should. Plenty of water. We may need another water pump. Definitely need another bad water pump, but once this is full, we'll stop using the bad water. So I'm not too stressed about it. Although we are using, oh, you know, we're using it for the explosives factory. That's what it is. How can I squeeze another? I don't think I can squeeze another pump in there. If I put one that way, it's the wrong way. Oh, that's not it. I couldn't put a dynamite in there. We couldn't reach it. Okay. Well, we'll need to get another bad water pump. I forgot. We're just totally using all of that bad water for explosives right now. I could shift that one over to here. Could I? We dynamite that block there. We could have a bad water pump right here. But literally dynamiting, well, I guess we could. Okay, let's try. And then put a single dynamite right there. So this does mean we need to go ahead and delete this building for the moment. And then we're going to put those two there. Water. Bad water pump. Rotate, rotate, rotate. So that'll go there. And then what we're going to want here is some too high, like so. Oh, I don't need the stairs there. They'll be able to reach that from this platform right here. And then we'll drop in a second bad water pump right there. That'll work. Okay. Now just to remember that that's the plan. All right. Let's take a peek and see if anybody else is playing Timberborn tonight. Oh yeah, Nightbug. Nightbug's a nice person. Apparently they said they had a bad day, but they're hanging out with their beavers. So I think we're going to, in a few minutes, send everybody over to Nightbug. They are a chill Timberborn player. I've raided them a couple times. And they're really nice. But let's just kind of evaluate where we are. I want to think about a plan for when... Oh, we still got to do the dynamite. We're not gonna... These platforms are gonna be delayed because we're lacking in the planks, but that's fine. We're at 21 happiness. I'm very pleased with that. We're probably gonna get a notification about either a drought or a bad tide. Oh, we already stored all that metal. Okay, very nice. Holy eggplants, Batman. We're almost full. Corn, not so much. But we need more corn. That's what this is telling me. So let's, while I'm thinking about it, we're gonna plant more corn. Some corn there and there. Although I think those will die off in a bad tide, but that's okay. Don't want to plant here because of the first bad tide. Although we could test. Maybe we'll do this next time. We could test the irrigation barrier. Oh, that's what we also needed glimmering planks for. Okay. Knew there was something. But I think we're in a good spot. We have tamed the badwater. That was really, really awesome. So now we have power basically all the time. We have 4,000 science points, so we can unlock pretty much anything we want. Oh, we've got the... We'll put down this other badwater pump. Rotate. Oh, wait. Excuse me. Let's blow up the blow that up. Then we can put down the badwater. There we go. So that will double our badwater intake. Right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening. I should be back on Wednesday, where we're going to probably continue this playthrough. And then Fridays, I do play Minecraft. I'm currently playing through Vault Hunters on either arcade mode and or a new SMP with my friend. And we do... we're calling it the unofficial race against Hermitcraft because they're doing their Vault Hunters. So we're trying to do the 100-day challenge, but less than 100 days. So trying to work our way through that right now, but we'll see. That's usually Fridays, but Timberborn has kind of been my Monday and Wednesday streams. We'll see how it goes from there. So I want to thank very, very much everybody for the follows. Ruby QB, Farcon, Marker Plays, Kevin's Cafe Live, and BB the Goat. And thank you very much to BB the Goat for the raid. It was really nice to have the surprise raid with 24 folks. So I hope that everybody was enjoyed kind of there. We kind of talked a little bit about Timberborn. If anybody catches me playing again, let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to show off what little I know about Timberborn. But I really, really, really enjoy this game, and I love talking about it. So with that, let me go ahead and set up the raid. Like I said, we're going to raid Nightbug 08. They are playing Timberborn. Like I said, very nice person. So please say hello if I can find my raid button. Oh, there it is. Please say hello from me to them. And once again, thank you everybody for the follows and had a great chat. And like I said, I will be back on Wednesday, but otherwise, I hope you have yourself a wonderful